I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles, the elders, great millstone. This is Brother Gad. I'm about to do a quick video on what's going on today. Today is March 24th, Saturday, and the so-called white man is orchestrating this thing called gun control. And a part of that gun control is this so-called movement of these high school students going around. They're all over the media, and they're Edomites. Okay, they got that one bald-headed Latina woman, so-called Latina woman, whatever the hell she's supposed to be. She looked like a white girl, right? But pretty much all them students are so-called white people, Edomites, right? That's what they perceive on surface value. Okay, that's what it looks like, right? And you so-called white people, you're the damn devil, okay, according to the Bible, right? And they're running this thing called a hashtag on their social media, Twitter, Instagram. Enough is enough, all right? And when I saw that, it reminded me of a scripture in Obadiah, right? Because it's never enough for you devils, all right? You devils want everything, man. You want our souls. You want to be the Most High, all right? You want to be eternal. You want to you don't want to die, right? You want to put your brain, your spirit on a hard drive and live forever in cyberspace. It's not gonna work like that, you damn devils, all right? You don't have the power of Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash, right? You're just a man like the rest of us. You breathe, right? You bleed, that's for sure, just like the rest of us. And you're gonna be real bloody in that. Shout out to Stay Through, all right? This is Obadiah, verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? All right, that's you so-called white people, right? There's no end to your wickedness, all right? You would think this devil would be done, right? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn my ways. You know, I went back into the scriptures. I found out that you're the Israelites. You know, we're Edomites. You know what? We've been knowing that. Sorry, we're the devil. Your devils are never gonna come around, okay? We gotta put you in slavery. We gotta put your asses to death. All right, and this thing with the gun control, all of a sudden you wanna do something about guns, okay? And I'm speaking of you everyday so-called white people, right? Because when Jake is getting out here murked, laid out in the streets, all right, bloody 20 shots by the cops, you Edomites are nowhere to be found. You have no problem with guns. You have no problem with guns when you see a Jake, a so-called black man, so-called Native American, a Latino, getting bloodied up, holes in all over his body, man. Clips unloaded into the car. There's no marches for that. But let 17 so-called white boy Edomites get killed by Edomite at school, and now it's a big deal, man. We gotta stop this violence. Hey, man, the violence is pursuing you, damn devils. All right. This is Jeremiah. Let me get this, because you so-called white people, right? You want to come on that level, like, okay, everything's good. All right, you want to do something about this violence. You want to do something about it. You want to be good. All right, you actually care. You so-called care about the livelihood of Americans. This is bullshit, man. All right, we're gonna read about you damn devils, okay? This is Genesis 27 and 34. When Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry. Genesis 27 and 34. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? Yeah, because you so-called white people, that's why you hate us, all right? Because you got finessed out all your... you got finessed out through the spirit and power of the Most High, okay? out of the birthright, and now it's ours. All right, it's not yours. That's why you got this. You got America. Okay, this is your birthright. That's why we're out here. We're the tail, and you're the head. But wait till the kingdom of heaven, man. We're gonna see where your status is in the pit. Okay. It says, and he said, is he not rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said to his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. But that's these so-called white people, man. Oh, please help me. You know, you can totally see this devil, how he was begging. Okay, and that's how you devils are gonna be in that day. Oh, please, you know, be begging to the Lord. Not all Edomites have to go into slavery. You're gonna say that to us, man? We're gonna put every last one of you devils into slavery. And Isaac his father answered and said, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Yeah, so that's your blessing, man, the sword. This is your blessing. Right now your dwelling is the fatness of the earth. Okay, you here in America, man, there's a number of resources here. Okay, right, dew of heaven of above. Right, you control all the water. All right, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. Okay, so ultimately you got to serve us. Okay, that's been known. Okay, all right, Jacob is Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning thereafter. Right, and you dealt with, what does that mean? That means you're gonna serve us. All right. The elder shall serve the younger. That's Esau. And by the sword you shall live. So the gun, that's what gave you devils all this power. Okay, that's how you took America down. By killing millions, billions of Israelites. Billions. I'm not dealing with millions anymore, man. You killed billions of Israelites. Okay? And that's probably a low estimate for all the death and destruction you put on the Israelites. And what'd you use? You used the sword, you used the gun. Right, the moment, as soon as you devils went to China and you got that gunpowder, you figured out how to shoot pellets out of it, you devils came right over here, man, licking the chops, ready to get down. And what you want to do? You wanted to kill. Bloodthirsty devils, all right? And by the sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have a dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Because, yeah, that's what you devils did. Okay, we had you in slavery in the so-called Dark Ages, the Middle Ages. We had you in the caves, right? But what did we do? We civilized you damn devils. And what did you do? You broke that yoke off your neck and you took over. You said you had your Renaissance. All right, you started marrying into the royal families, or killing them and imposing. I mean, taking on their households, their names. And that's what you so-called white people did. Try to say you're part of the nobility when you're not. You're peasants. You're serfs. Okay, and that's what happened. Okay, and so you damn devils, man. Now all of a sudden enough is enough. No, man, that whole gun control thing is for one reason, man. You so-called white people are losing power. Okay, you're losing power, and you know that you not only you everyday Edomites are losing power because the white man's taking your guns away. Okay, but the government, the so-called white man. And the government is losing all his power. That's why he wants to go and take everybody's guns away. You so-called white people are done, right? In other words, all right. And the government are starting with the elites, are setting you people up for a so-called gun grab. And what happens when they take your guns away, man? Martial law, okay? Because they're not gonna take your guns away nicely, all right? A lot of these people, all right, they're in the spirit of Charlton Heston's spirit. Take it out my cold dead hands. And what does that mean? That means you're gonna have to come and kill his ass. That means you're gonna roll at his house. You're gonna have to get geared up. You get the SWAT cars out. You're gonna have the tanks, the MRAPs, helicopters, drone strikes. It's gonna be it's gonna be hell out here. This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell on the earth, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath a short time. And yeah, and that's you so-called white people, man. That's you, the government, that's the elites. They know their time is up, man. They know they can only rule for so much longer, man. And then that if they don't do their little so-called mark of the beast, or they don't get their RFID chip in, the mark of the beast, which is the mark of the beast, right? They believe they're gonna fail, but guess what? You are gonna fail. This is Job 20:5. It says, Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Okay, and that's beautiful, man. Because that's why they're going hard. They're going super hardcore on this gun control thing, right? They want to take away your guns, right? And like I said, how are they going to take the guns away, man? They're going to roll up on you people. They're going to shoot down your door and knock down your door. They're going to throw a what do they call it? Flashbang into your baby's crib, bust open their face. Okay? And this happens. This is already happening, but now you see it, right? These Edomites are going to go in there. We need legislation. So what do? When the government writes up a bill, how are they going to enforce it, man? They're going to have to go out, spend money on more police, on more, and pretty much have the army come out here and take your guns away. All right? And what are they going to do? What are they going to do after that? They're going to force the chip on you, because you're not going to be able to defend yourself. And that's what I wanted to bring out, you know. That enough is enough. It's enough of you damn Edomites. We had enough of you Edomites, all right? And yeah, that you see all these millions of people, you know, all over America hitting the streets today, right? Because they're mad about guns, you know. This white man's going to use a gun to kill you real soon, all right? The Most High gave this so-called white man the blessing of the sword, right? And that's the only way. That's how he lives, man. If he ain't out here killing and slaying, what is he? He ain't living his life, man. And the so-called white man, he's going to come back into that spirit. The Most High is going to bring that upon him. And as you can see, these little cuck and slut marches out here, because that's pretty much everybody out there protesting for gun control are exactly that. A low-level, disgusting, no integrity having homosexual, okay? And you're gonna get rolled on, man, okay? And you're with it. You're with the shit. You're gonna take the RFID microchip. You're gonna do whatever the so-called white man tells you to do, man. You're gonna be a perfect slave, all right? And with that, death to America, all right? America's through. You so-called white people are done, all right? Shalom.